The final salary pension scheme essentially says that you will retire on 2/3 your final income. You work for the same company for 40 years, and that's what you'll get, 2/3 your final salary.
For those who weren't provided with final salary pension schemes through their company, the other option was a defined contribution scheme.
Defined contribution pension scheme is like building up your own personal pot of savings. You, as the person building up the pension, are bearing lots of risks there because you don't know how well your pension fund is going to grow, and you don't know what the conversion rate will be when you actually reach retirement.
By the 80s, this was coming under fire. The golden age of pensions was about to come to an end.
Around about the 1980s, you had the beginning of a demographic imbalance with the dependency ratio rising, making the state pension unsustainable.
When they introduced the state pension, there was a working population of 20 to 1. I say there are 20 people working for every one person who's retired. By 2020, that's going to be 2 to 1. The maths doesn't work.
Guided by a political ideology that favoured personal over collective responsibility, pension provision would shift decisively from the state to the individual under the Thatcher government.
There are now some 600,000 more pensioners than there were when we came in.
Thatcher was one of the first politicians to realise the demographic problems. She said that the only way that we can make the state pension system sustainable is to rebase pensions to prices rather than earnings.
Before this link was broken by the Thatcher government, the state pension was equivalent to 26% of average earnings. In 2009, it stood at just 16%. In the International League table of basic state pensions, the UK has been placed near the bottom of all developed nations. Many are now forced to continue working past retirement age.